Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am Fatma here with 16 lecture of SST. Alhamdulillah, I am fine and hopefully you are fine too. Dear students, open page number 31. Chapter number 6, Trade and Commerce. A country's wealth. A country's wealth is very much like that of an ordinary family. We work to earn wages which we can spend on houses, furniture, food, clothing, travel, entertainment and so on. If we spend less than we earn, we have money to save or spend on holidays, new clothes and special treats. But if we spend more than we earn, we get into debt and have to borrow from a bank or a money lender. Unfortunately, we have to pay back the money we have borrowed plus interest. For a country, the wages are called exports, things it sells overseas. That is, exports means the things we sell to the other countries is called export. The commodities we buy are called imports, and the things which we buy from other countries are called its imports. Things we buy from other countries. If a country exports more than it imports, that is, if a country sell more than its buy, it has spare money to buy more imports for development, such as roads, and to provide more social services such as welfare, more schools and hospitals for the people. If, however, it buys more from overseas than it sells, that is, its import is more than its export, it has to borrow from other countries or international organizations such as World Bank and other United Nations departments. But as its reserves of money are low, it will probably have to pay high interest rates. As we have seen, wealth of a country comes largely from its export. Some of these are agricultural products such as sugar, rice, wheat, fruit, most of which are relatively low in value. Some exports such as iron and other metal ores are more valuable. Oil and natural gas, which are rarely minerals, are of course extremely valuable. But most valuable of all manufactured products, machinery, motor vehicles, electrical and electronic equipments, chemicals, clothing and textiles, plastics, sports equipment, carpets and much more. These are valuable because although the cost of the raw materials in them may not be very great, there is a great skill and a lot of expensive machinery involved in making them. The value of exports and imports sets against one another, and it is called balance of payment. A country which sells more than it buys is said to have positive balance of payment. If it buys more than it sells abroad, it is said to have a negative balance. Another important source of income for a country, especially Pakistan, is money sent from home by people who work overseas. Hundreds of thousands of Pakistani work abroad, especially in the oil industry in Saudi Arabia and Gulf states, where wages are much higher than they are at home. In 2001, these expatriates sent home about $2 billion. International trade. No country in the world can produce everything it needs for its people, even if it can grow enough food, and there are only 5 countries on the earth that can do that. It still needs machinery, oil, motor vehicles, raw materials, electronics and thousands of other things. Trading between countries can be much like buying or selling for a home, which means trade means the buying and selling for a country. Sometimes in a market you may bargain, but in a shop you usually know the price and pay. Problems in the international market are the country that may want your goods may not have anything that you want, so you cannot barter or exchange. The country therefore has to buy in cash, and this presents problems. B. Buying at home, you use the same currency in Pakistan rupees, of course. In worldwide trading, each country has its own currency, and the value of this compared with the other currencies changes from day to day, often from hour to hour. Today, this problem is solved by agreeing to use one currency for international trading, the most common being the US dollar. Sometimes the trade is direct. Japan needs oil for its industry but has none of its own. Saudi Arabia has plenty of oil but does not have an industrial base producing heavy machinery, motor cars and electronic goods. The obvious answer for those countries is to exchange goods with cash if the two do not balance. Sometimes the trading is a bit more complicated as shown in drawing below. Information box. The euro, the common currency of the European Union, is also a trading currency second to the US dollars. The euro is an official currency of 16 out of 27 member states of the European Union. Dear students, these are book reading questions of chapter number 6 from 1 to 6. Write these on sticky notes. Later we will mark the answer of these questions on your book on relevant pages. Dear student, open page number 31. Mark the answer of question number 1 book reading, V to so on. Answer of question number 2, if to money lender, from here to here. Answer of question number 3 book reading, from the wages to other countries, from here to here countries. Answer of question number 4 book reading, if a country to development, from here to here. And answer of question number 5 is from if to departments, from here to here. Now open page number 32. Answer of 6 book reading question is from here to here. This is very important question. Learn all these questions at home. This is all about lecture number 16. Take care. Allah Hafiz.